Hey, now we are starting the stream. Hey, now we are starting the stream. I am taking measurements from this. That this is this is the whole original still file sent by I don't know who forgot their name in Discord. Okay. I created this. I tried to create like them individually, but they changed the dimensions. Like they scaled up or scaled down. I don't know why. So, as Sandeep suggested, I'm gonna restart with this time having the experience of the failures I did in the previous time. I guess I'll do better. Let's begin. 0.00. Switch to Yoda, and my PC is not doing good because it's not like my laptop is not doing good because it's not connected to anything right now. 0.002. Now on this, we create a new switch which has a diameter of 0.008. 0.008. 0.008, yeah, perfect. Or maybe I can just do it properly. 0.008. This will be the perfect one rather than just the estimated one I did before. Yeah, this one's better. And I need to see if it has some, I don't remember, goldfish memory. Yeah, it has, I mean, it does not have any, so I guess extending the screw, exclude, wow, extruding this will be better. And I need to know its dimension. Wow. Uh, selected. Um, this I have selected and the second one will be here. And distance is 0.20 mm. 0.20 mm. This E 0.20. Enter. This has been created. Now we will go back to this plane and draw four circles for the okay for those things. Yeah, this thing. I need to know the exact position. These are 0.003 mm circles. They are on a distance. I can't even zoom in more. Like, wow, this is the max I can zoom. I wanted to zoom more. Okay, nice. I can get. Is it? Uh, no. Originally, I want the distance from this to this. Like, this is it, and this. This 0.004, and this side too. It's 0.004. Okay. And the circle is of 0.008. 0.004 and 0.008. Okay. I can do it. I can do it. It's easy. I know how to do it. We'll just create some circles here. Center diameter circle 0.008. These are too big. 0.004, I guess. Well, I need to see. 0.003. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Whoa, the radius is whoa. 0.0. Oh, these are too small, brother. These are just too small. Enter. Don't you think these are too small, guys? Nah, these are too small. These are too small. It's not consistent. Right? It's showing 0.3 diameter here and it's showing 0. Oh, then what was that then? Hmm. What was that then? 0.003. That will be a better one because, you know, uh, yeah, 0.00. We'll just do this. Yeah, perfect. We gotta space them and we can't even zoom. Hello. Uh, where's the dimension thing? We change it. Wait, should be here. Ah, yeah. Sketch dimension. We click on this and we click on this. It's lagging so much. Nah, can't. Wait, I gotta do some. I am max. Okay, it needs to be 0.004. That's it. Start it. Now it is on better, I guess. Wait, what happened? Roll Z. Okay. It needs to be 0.004. Yeah. No, it's too near the edge here. Just got a chamfer LS. Just got a chamfer LS. It's 0.006 here. Yeah, I can do it, I can do it. This, we're imagining dimensions. Take this, take this, click it here and type 0.00. Yeah, it's fast as 0.004. Perfect. It's 0.004. Just next to 0.004. Yeah, 0.00. Okay. Perfect. Cool. Finish the sketch. Now we move out and then I just go back in timeline and increase the chamfer. Maybe, maybe edit it here. Wow, they're far away. Okay, rather than doing them like nah, to just deepen. Did that transfer and how do I do that? Hmm. Hmm. I have saved and then created another one because why I can't do something like that now? Maybe I need I need to reduce this transfer. Hmm. So I नहीं मेरे को ये एक्सटेंड नहीं करना yeah I can do this right um, I'm let it right now let it be brother let it be I don't give a fuck right now I just need to complete it let it be I'm not gonna start all over again because of that thing. Let it be. Till now, the thing is completed. Right? Oh, okay, this is remaining it. This things one, few. Wait, need to select. Isn't even selecting the thing. Bro, how does this work? What the fuck is this? Okay. One, two. Yeah, why can't I select this, guys? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Wait, 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 wait. If I select Nutful, then it's easy for me to select it. Nice. Then I gotta select one at a time. No, no, no. I can do it all. Nice. I found the thing. Yes, it is supposed to be minus 0.001, but it's too short, right? Minus 0.001 is too short. Yeah, I guess it's minus 0.01. Yeah, perfect. Whole sudden. Yes, yes, yes. Damn, this thing actually took me like, uh, not now. Like, I went away for a few times. I was not focusing here. But yeah, this thing actually took me um, less than 20 minutes because I was away for more than 10 minutes. Yeah, less than 20 minutes, bro. And this thing took me like 2 hours, like 2 hours. And when I started doing it, damn, improvement bolte. Now I just got a maybe, hmm, let me see. Is this the same as, I'll just create it afterwards. I need to know what the cylinder. Yeah. The cylinder's inner diameter is as equal as that, right? No, wait, how? Hey, hello.
Hello.
Uh,
Uh,
I
I
had a
had a
problem
problem with
with the not
not
doing
doing
it
it
work.
for.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
I
meant
meant
I should follow.
this is what all about doing. And it's also wrong.
Change every bit of circles out there. Okay, I have this to build right now. Seems easy. Cheese, I guess. Um, I don't know. I also don't know how to create this. I mean, I'm just gonna ask Isaac right now. If he joins, that will be too good. I mean, like actually too good for me. I am just going to blindly follow this for now. We'll do some improvements in the future if I want, but it's just for learning, right? Will correct this in the future. Yeah, I'll correct this in the future. Now I don't need you. 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 Do I need you? Yes. Well, nice. Only thing is remaining is this. Okay. This has a diameter of 0.019 mm. I gotta call this a part, right? Hmm. This will be the component. Where is it? Heh. Okay. This will be named as motor. Motor go. Brrr. No. Induction motor कैसे start होती है? So iconic film, to be honest. I don't know why he's not like supporting. I'm talking about Amir Khan. I don't know the why he's supporting. Sorry, not supporting Sonam Wangchuk, but like he has created shows like Satyam Jayate, which were pretty bold, unfiltered too. Like shows like that don't live long enough to be known by people. Of course, due to BJP. I mean, there's a whole rabbit hole if I go into that thing. Right now, I need to focus on this. So Let's change our focus, shift our focus, and what was I needed to do again? Yeah, I need to move this thing again. It's a component, yeah. And I unground from parent, and now I'm gonna move it. Okay, okay. Just move the rock away. Away. Okay. Now we focus here. I don't know. We focus on the origin. Um, the position, of course, bro. I can move it afterwards too, right? It's not like I can't. We don't look at the dead. We don't look at the dead. Okay. Uh, it's I forgot. Wait. Its diameter is 0.019. We created 0.019 by doing this 0.019 and here, and then the outer diameter is what 0.08 0.08 mm. Hmm. 0.0. No, no, no. Wait. Oh, it's been 1.5 since I've sat here. Progress is kind of slow because I've been not logged in right now. Locked in. 0.08 and this is 0.019 and this was 0.0. Yeah, it scaled up into centimeters, I guess. But my preferences are in mm, right? What did it scale up? Uh, units and display value, it's in mm. Where is it? Yeah, default unit. Eh, Select a sub. Acha, okay. Design is in mm. It's in mm. It's in default unit. Everything is in mm. Why? Why? I don't know why. I just scaled up all of a sudden. I didn't even scale this up. How do I scale down? Let me see. Uh, design modify scale. Select bodies or components you want to scale down or canvas or browse in the canvas or browse. Click on a point in the model to set your point anchor point. Enter the scale factor, the decimal. Let me try this, 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 and modify, and then should be here. Where's the scale button? Let's scale. Scale factor. Scale. Select the objects to scale and the points from which to scale. Then specify the scale factor. And it tips. Change the scale type to non-uniform, but to into a different scale factor in a front. Okay, maybe. Then scale down, right? Oh, maybe I can scale this. It's should be in the modify thing, right? It's not here. It's not here. It is not here. It's not here. It's not here. Nah, modeling tools. Nah, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Still. Pop, 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 pop. Why isn't it selecting anything? Select this, brother. Select it. Wow. It's not selecting any entities. Do I really need to declare them or what? It's not selecting anything. Click combine, brother. Click, entities. And in here, we go and select this. Entities. How is this entity selected and that not? Hmm. Maybe it will declare them something like that. I don't know. What changed in this? Things should have changed. Well, if I do this here, what will happen there? 2, 3, enter. Now if I go here and then try to, do this, what will happen? Nothing. This is the same thing that's here, right? A little bit out of that, and if I click here, it should be big. Mm. Yeah. Yes, yes, it happened. It happened, it happened, it happened. Now I just need to scale it more. It needs to fit this. 0.24, 0.254. Okay. Okay, okay. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Maybe I don't need to create it from the start. I can just, but still, I will need to create that, right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I just select everything here, select this scale, and we'll select a point that is, I don't know, this. Okay. Wait. Why? I just scaled it. I just scaled it. What happened now? This amount of time I wasted in here. Now I just scaled it and it does that. I can just maybe edit it. Yeah, we set it to 10. Yes. What happens then? Uh, this thing becomes 0.025. It's still small. It's still small. 0.025. It's still small. We need the inner diameter to be 0.193. 0.193. 0.193. 0.193. 0.193. Maybe if we scale it 100 times. Now it's big enough to swallow the oath. Let's see. 0.25. Yes. And what's it here? 0.193. Okay, just gotta reduce it a bit. Reduce it 10. Oh, 193, right? Hmm. We should reduce it to about 9, 9. Wait. Scale. 9. No, not 9. 85. Yeah, 85. Inner diameter is 0.213. I'm just eyeballing it right now. 0.213 and the inner diameter of just 0.193. Okay, I still need to go down much. Oh, this is the thing that I'm looking for actually. This is what I created here. That's what I'm going to change, obviously. The cylinder is perfect, but only thing is this. I just gotta sell it to 0.193. I gotta reduce it for, yeah, reduce it. Edit feature, reduce it to 7. Nah, 7 will be too much. 6, maybe. Let's see. No, I gotta do this. 0.163. I just gotta do this now. Wait. 93 होता ना हाँ. 75 maybe. What does this do? 188? 193? Yes. Now you just play with the numbers. I don't know why it doesn't work. In the whole assembly thing. 75 to 78. Maybe 75 to 78, and we click on the 195. And here it is 193. Yes. I just gotta reduce it 1 point more, I guess. Maybe reducing it 1.4 will do. Edit feature 7. Yes. 193. What do I need here? 193. Wow! Yes! Yes. I did. Oh my god! Big chungus. Save. We go here. We click here, and it's a perfect size. Aha! Just gotta wait till it processes it. Uh, I had so much homework. Like I didn't had. I mean, I have so much homework. Like I need to catch up to the things that is going on in college, the days that I've missed. Oh shit! What the? What happened here? What is this? What did I do? It's 0.193 here. Wha- Why did it scale at this size, bro? The fuck? What is this scale? What's its diameter now? 1.925. Wow. I guess we go back to doing our thing. We don't do things. Wait, let me cut it out. I'll not do it again. Maybe I can import that in there and then do scaling. Yes, I'm going to import this into my arm, like do or die, into the do or die, and then scale it as I want. Okay, now we gotta close this. What is this? Only motor? Yeah, you go off. Close this. Huh. Have this. Then the full of Wait, sure. Hey. I wanna listen to some jazz, but YouTube doesn't want me to listen to some jazz. Wha- Why did it scale at this size, bro? The fuck? What is this scale? What's its diameter now? 1.925. Wow. I guess we go back to doing our thing. We don't do things. Wait, let me cut it out. I'll not do it again. Maybe I can import that in there and then do scaling. Yes, I'm going to import this into my arm, like do or die, into the do or die, and then scale it as I want. Okay, now we gotta close this. What is
I'm
this?
just dictating everything I do.
Only motor? Yeah, you go off. Nice. What is this? I looked it up. That's how I got to know how to do it. Because I don't have much time. Hmm. To the cylinder, I guess we should. I guess we should do the cylinder. We'll just create a plane. Hmm. I guess we should. I guess we should. We'll just create a plane in there, and it is perfect. Hmm. Now that I know what's the diameter inside, what's the diameter? 0.254. This is no. I don't want this. This is in centimeters. Oh shit. See, so what happened is I oh shit. I converted one file into centimeters, but I forgot which file I converted it. And this was the file which I converted it into centimeters. Oh my God. So this thing is perfect. I just converted it into centimeters and then, wow. Where do I change it? Where do I change its properties? Uh, where do we change it? Mhm. Mhm. Unit. Where do we change the unit? Oh, just disappear. 0.025 mm. Okay, okay. You can export this into there. Yeah, easily. Okay. I just need to do this. Okay, it's 190 and it is 108. Wait, how is the whole this? Look at its diameter, right? Its length. It's the length. Why isn't it showing me the diameter of it? It shows diameter here and this shows length. Oh, that's showing length. Oh, okay. 0.013. Wow. Isn't it smaller than this? It's radius. Okay. It's 0.013. It's only 0.026. Not the other way around. 0.026. Yep. Oh, and then okay. Select. Okay. Just do this. Select this and extend it till 116. Let it be, bro. I don't care. Now I just need to put holes in this on this plane. We'll construct a plane tangent to this thing here. Yeah, perfect. And then perfect. Yeah, we'll keep it extended for now. We click on this, click on create sketch, and then go here to find its where is it? You just need to know the distance between them and this thing, okay? Um, this, this, and this. It's 9.5, 0.016, 0.016. Well, start point of the 2-point circle. Hmm. 0.016 is the start of 2-point circle. And 1.5 hours since I started. Hmm. Hmm. Duolingo is begging right now, so I gotta do some Duolingo. Mhm. Smile into into and you milch milch milch. Okay, it has sure sound. Milch. Yeah. Okay. Milk. Hund. And you translate the sentence. And you Anna. And do Anna. Do matlab you. Okay. London. London or Toronto. Why are they letting me type English words? And you, oh, Berlin, Berlin. I'm from Berlin, and you, ich komme, ich komme aus Berlin. Und du, yes, perfect. And it only took us 1 minute. Mhm. Okay. This whole week I've only done for like 2 days, Tuesday and Saturday. Damn. But now I'm gonna focus on this. Okay. What will be radius? Hmm. Its radius will be 1 mm. Its length is 1 mm, but I don't radius. So I can do this. Select this. Radius 0.02 and diameter is 0.03. How does that make sense? Let's compare it with this. Yes. 0.03 diameter. Diameter of 0.03 will be better. Mm, diameter of 0.03 will be better. And this, I would need a 2 point circle to be placed here. Diameter will be 0.03. Yeah, 0.03. It's 0.003. Yeah, that's what we need. 0.03. I'll align them afterwards. Fit them. Why?
How's it going? How's your tube going?
Uh, Hello. Um, Tubes going pretty well. I actually accidentally changed this file's dimensions to centimeters. Now I changed it back to mm, and I mean they're still a bit off, but I can just scale it up now. I
Oh,
can
so just
scale
like
this.
everything was scaled wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Everything was scaled wrong. Like you can see, I scaled it in centimeters.
Is that so? Did you design that part in a separate file and then import it into this one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this whole file is just me designing other parts in different and assembling them in here. Like this is the assembly thing.
Hmm.
Assembled this here, assembled this here, and this was way smaller, bigger before. Now I just did that. I mean, at one point I actually changed it to centimeters, but I forgot which one I changed to centimeters, and yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Now I'm just doing every like part in one file. This is the motor I just
Yeah,
created. Yeah.
I know that like doing things in separate files is like technically a more organized way to do it, but I always try to do that and then end up making everything in one file because it's
Hmm.
just easier to reference things without having to import stuff,
Oh.
especially if you need to like project things into new sketches. And
Mm-hmm.
I only kind of saw on that thing that you were having issues with earlier, was it like if you changed the orientation of the part, was it showing that it had no volume or something?
I mean, like it changed its volume, like it changes dimension the once I changed the file, like switched through files.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could recreate it on my Fusion and get it to do the same thing.
Hmm. Actually know nothing about Fusion. Like I only started doing it last year, made few things like uh, uh, I just created this and then left the Fusion. Like these are the heat exchanger parts.
Hmm.
I created this too and this tubes and that's it. Like these are missing few.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is the final one. And then I just kind of dished it, dished Fusion. Now within this like week, I've picked it up,
Hmm.
created
Was
this.
that for like a heat exchanger or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had a group project. I had to create its insides. Now the friends were the ones who created all the stuff. I mean, it didn't work. Uh, Nobody was passionate enough to complete it.
Uh-huh.
So we just completed half of it, and that's it. Called it a project. Called it a day.
Hmm.
I'm creating a new like arm that I wanna like tweak. Maybe when we'll get access to 3D printers in our college, I'll try to print
Hmm.
this one. Like I saw one video and started creating it. This is the base, and there are like more 3 to 2 videos remaining about the upper parts. I'll complete it and yeah. Hello, and I wanted to ask you, do you have any experience with like gazebo and stuff?
Sorry, with what?
Gazebo. Do you have any experience
Um,
with it?
I have opened it a couple times, but I wouldn't say I have experience. Like I've done a couple tutorials, but I
Mhm.
haven't got much further into it other than just opening it and like importing a URDF.
Mhm. Because I wanted to do a simulation of octopus hands, like octopus hands, bionic hands, and other like
Hmm.
uh, animal inspired and effectors.
Pretty cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I wanted to do that, but
Yeah,
as far as I like know, I've only seen them in like like real world, like prototype version. I haven't
yeah. I feel
seen
like they
them
would be a really hard
simulate,
thing
right?
to simulate, especially if you're
Uh,
doing them with like any sort of soft robotics.
hmm.
There probably is a way to do it. I just don't know how you would even approach it, since you would have to be able to like uh, have kind of a flexible URDF that could inflate.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Where would I align this? I'll try to create the whole parts like and please. So this is what I have to create in whole. This is the half thing because while converting it into solid body, it just vaporizes some stuff. So I'm just taking this as a reference.
Hmm.
This is the whole link. I've completed this motor, this cylinder, and this motor and cylinder joint mount. I'll just
Hmm.
export this one from the other thing file. I'll have to create this gear. This is a gear, like you can see here. The gear, but it didn't fully render here. I mean, converted into. How do you create gears? If I may ask?
So there's a couple different ways, but if it's just like a normal spur gear,
Mm-hmm.
the easiest thing is to just download like a spur gear generator for Fusion,
Oh,
because there are like scripts and add-ons that you can put in it that um, will let you generate things like gears. I think there's a free one. Let me look.
okay.
Yeah, so in the utilities section on Fusion, um, the utilities tab all the way to the right. If you go add-ins and Fusion Store, and then just search gear, there's a free one. And I know I've used that one before. And the other thing I do sometimes if I need like a specific, especially a gear that I don't, oh, what's the word? That's like a weird profile or like uses like a certain type of belt or something. You can download 3D models from McMaster Car
Come again?
of almost all their parts, and it's actually built into Fusion. So in the let's see, in fact, let me share my screen really quick. Where is my Discord? Share my Fusion. Okay, so yeah, if in the kind of main area,
Insert
if
this.
you do insert, why can't I insert them? Oh, probably because I haven't saved this file yet. Cool. Sure, it doesn't matter what folder it goes in. Why is that grayed out? Oh, is it because this is a part design instead of a hybrid? There we go. Okay, so now if I go insert McMaster car component, um, which like this is like one of the main, just kind of like carries almost everything parts suppliers in the US. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I need like a GT2 pulley, let's see. So it's only going to give me belts. Yeah, so now if I want like this one then I could say,
Yeah, I can't see it, man.
log. Oh, because it opens it in a second window.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me change my stream so that it's not just Fusion and is actually my whole screen. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. Now I see.
Okay. So yeah, now if I do insert McMaster car,
Mhm.
And then they've got like 3D models for almost everything that they sell. But if I just say GT2 pulley, and it didn't used to make you log in, but apparently you have to log in now to get models, probably because everybody's using it to pirate parts. Let's see. Give me my access code. B05 DR2. It's not incorrect. 5. Okay. So yeah, now I could say like I want a maximum belt width of 12 millimeters, 5 millimeter shaft diameter. I guess that's only available in 20 teeth. And then I could say, get this, put it in my fusion.
Cool. Then we can tweak it here too, right?
Yeah, and then I can say like, let's align that to this. Why? Why can no alignment be found? I wonder if it doesn't like it because this isn't a component. Now will you align? I think in one of the last updates they kind of broke some of the alignment stuff because it seems like it's failing a lot on stuff that should be easy. I just say bodies. Yeah, and like that definitely did not align correctly. There we go.
So it is like every available pulleys out there or belts out there or only what they sell.
So you can generate stuff that they don't sell. Otherwise, sometimes what I'll do is, I mean, they sell almost everything that I've ever needed. Um, and sometimes what I'll do is like, if they don't have exactly what I need, I'll get something but it's something that's a pain to model. I'll get something that's like the right profile. Like if they had this, but if like they only had this, but I need one that is kind of, I don't know, just formatted differently, then what I'll do is I'll say like, I'll get a mid plane on this part, make a sketch on that, and then I'll say create project an intersection of this body, and then I just don't need that anymore because now I have a sketch profile of my tooth profile.
Wait, that's
So
so
now,
cool.
so now I could make like that body that's just a fresh body that I could do whatever I want with.
Man, that's so cool. Wait, I'm sorry, wait a minute.
Hmm. Let's see. I was trying to figure out. why
Hmm.
your
Hmm.
thing was showing a weird volume, but mine's not even giving me a volume.
Cylinder. Uh,
Uh,
uh, I didn't change any units, but it still changed the volume and stuff,
I don't remember
volume and dimensions
where did you post that?
in CAD. Ongoing projects, robot from scratch,
Let's
fix
see.
POF arm.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
and all you did was like tip it over basically, and then it changed it.
No, no, no. I didn't tip it over. I just saved it and opened it in another file. Like I
Oh, I
saved
see.
it from the main file and opened it in another, like to model and get the dimensions and stuff.
I see. That is weird. I wonder. Let's see if I can. Oops, not a new folder. I wanted a new file.
Okay, so what I did is saved it in my PC, then did insert mesh.
Oh, I see. I wonder if it. Let's see. I wonder if it came in as like.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I just look.
You can see in the timeline that what I did. Like,
Uh, yeah, yeah. I was just trying to see if like I don't know there were any clues that I was missing. I'm not sure why it would do that,
mm,
but yeah, if I save as mesh also, you can go in my downloads. They like semi recently did this whole like assembly versus hybrid versus part design, and I still haven't gotten the hang of what parts should be what.
included this in the recent update, right?
Hmm. Well, that's not the properties I want. I want material properties. I wonder if it's, I don't know, like if it's having a hard time calculating the volume with the mesh that has all the faces as opposed to I forget what the other one is, like a NURBS body or something.
Mhm. Okay, can you like watch my screen right now? Like my screen
Yeah.
right now. I'll go through what I did. I'll go through what I did. Yeah, I want new. I want part design. Yes. I'm in part design. I want to insert mesh. Okay, wait. Let me tell you what I did here. In this. Okay, this. In this. Okay. Mm, just
Is yours set
something.
to be uh okay.
Wait.
I wasn't seeing anything for a second, and I was wondering if yours was also set to be just your fusion window and it was showing something else.
What did it show? Is my like screen visible now?
Okay. Yeah, I can see your forearm model right now.
Yeah. So what initially I did was like change it to prismatic. No, like give each phase its color and then just separate it.
Yeah, you generated the face groups and
Yeah,
converted it.
separate it and then just separated each other and then separated each one to their axis. So this goes in there, this goes in there like that. And then I
Hmm.
selected each of like the body and let me tell this. Yeah, this one is converted into that to change. Yeah. So what I did is I selected this cylinder. I can unsee all this. What are we happy? I selected this cylinder, right clicked it, save as mesh. I did save as mesh. I clicked
Hmm.
on HTL binary and then in millimeters and then okay. And then I just saved it in my PC in yeah downloads. That's it. That's what I did. And then I went in a new one, clicked on insert mesh, uh, select from my computer. You can't see this right now, but wait, this, and I just opened it. Like this is it. Let's center it. And I selected this body, went into mesh, generate phase groups, clicked on accurate, clicked on preview. It can do it or not. I don't know why it's giving me this thing right now, but previously when I did this, it did it perfectly. Like it didn't have anything like this. Like you can see it. It didn't leave this thing right. And now
Hmm.
if I go to like right now if I go to convert mesh, it has it has problems with selecting it. Parametric converting it. Like this is what it does
Hmm.
now.
Yeah, and for a part like that, it might actually be easier instead of trying to do the conversion because I don't feel like Fusion converts meshes very well. It might be easier to actually just use it as a reference and then just remake that part. Um, let's see. In fact,
Right. If you can see my screen right now, this part hasn't been created by me. I just
mhm,
uh, changed it into this and then solid body, and it did it perfectly here.
Hmm.
See, it did it
Yeah,
perfectly
and
here.
I feel like sometimes it works really well, and other times it gives you all sorts of weird
Yeah,
geometry.
yeah.
And kind of that same way that I uh, did that mid plane and then projected the intersection of
Mm-hmm.
the McMaster car part.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do that with meshes also because then it'll give you points you can select. So when you make a sketch, you
Oh,
can then just you can get reference points off of the mesh, and it's already pretty much drawn, but then you can extrude your own parts, and then they're all um,
change its
editable with
dimensions and stuff.
parameters and things also.
Uh-huh. Oh, so I can just go with wait, get here and wait a second. Okay, and then construct where is it?
Yeah,
Mid
and so you
plane.
could do either a mid plane or do a plane on just like one end of the part,
No, like
and then
you
just
mean this
extrude
and
to the
yeah,
opposite end. Yeah,
yeah.
and like
That's that's what I've
right,
been doing. Like, hmm.
yeah, and right now, whenever you open any menus, I can't see them, so I'm still seeing
Oh,
just your main window.
you can you see this?
I see the yellow cylinder, but if you've got a menu open, I can't see it.
Oh, so I gotta change it to screen. Then now can you see it?
Yeah, now I see like your Discord. Okay, yeah, now I can see your construction geometry.
I, I mostly use offset plane and tangent plane for this. I'm gonna use the red points and
Yeah, and so with the plane, you could do it between the two ends of the tube as long as it recognizes the ends as planes you can select.
it doesn't here. It does not recognize it as plane.
You could also do so yeah, you probably do have to do an offset plane because that'll let you select a point,
Mhm.
which at least for this part, it's fine because you could do it just from one end and you don't necessarily need a mid plane.
Mhm. Then click on.
Will it let you select any of the points to set the offset on the tube, like instead of typing a distance?
What?
Will it let you select any of the points on the cylinder to just the plane right on it?
Isn't letting me.
I
It
wonder if you
isn't.
do have to do a prismatic conversion first so that you have
Yeah,
selectable points.
yeah. I guess that's what we have to do. Um, we'll just go back the timeline and then change the trees to 100 trees and then trees counted. Hmm. Which, yeah, forgot. Human face, right? Like it creates the all those meshes into a different thing, right?
Yeah, it
Hello.
should
Uh-huh.
turn them into kind of selectable geometry inside of Fusion.
Mm-hmm. If I click this, set this, yeah, now I can select points. Oh yeah, it's better. Yeah, I mean this offset plane is what I use in creating this like this this thing.
Hmm.
Uh, if you can see all the planes I use. I had a reference like this part here in mesh, and are they here right now? Nah, I deleted it. I deleted it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where I deleted it, but yeah, I had it. I had it here in the middle, and then I just eyeballed it, like how Sandeep said it to me to do, because I wasn't getting any like perfect measurements, like dimensions. That's why I eyeballed it mostly, but it came out
Yeah, and I feel
fine.
like most of the time you can like unless something's some really weird measurement, like most things are going to be designed to be round numbers. So like if it comes out as like 44 point like 93, it's probably 45. And also like it doesn't necessarily, since you're designing your own, it doesn't necessarily have to match exactly. It just has to match your own parts.
Hmm.
But yeah, so from there, like when I put that sketch on the end, I would just do a sketch, do I would project in 3 points from like the inner and outer circle, and then just do what is it called in a sketch? Um, do a 3 point circle. Either a 3 point circle or three tangent circle to match some of the points that are on that mesh body.
Well, the first 2 point circle has it's less hassle, I guess. Maybe I don't know.
Let's see. Mesh
Uh,
sketch.
Reduce the dimensions of that on the side. What else? Okay, I'm not convert. No, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to convert it into uh, what's the distance between this and this? Even 0, 1. Adding its radius. Uh, what's this radius? 0.03 and 0.63. Right? What was it? 0.03 and then 0.016. That means 0.019. Yeah. From the center of that, that means I mean, I can't even zoom in right now. The is so small right now. You should have like infinite
Oh yeah, because
zooming in.
everything is
So
yeah,
small.
yeah, just because of the scale being, since it thinks it's 0.003 millimeters.
Hmm.
Um, what if you scaled your part up to be the correct scale?
actually don't know what the correct scale is right now. So we'll see. I'm just going to submit this part as this scale and we'll figure it out when we assemble.
Mhm.
Mm. But
Yeah,
some
well, at least so that you could zoom in, because like if those parts are if they're current if or if the holes are currently a 0.003 diameter, I wouldn't be surprised if they were supposed to be a 3 millimeter diameter. So you could
mm,
probably scale the whole thing by 100, and then that would at least let you like zoom in and work with it easier in the meantime.
for now.
Yeah, yeah, like because if you're gonna have to scale it in the assembly anyway, um, that would at least let you work with kind of round numbers.
Mm-hmm. Mm, I'm gonna do that. Right? Okay. Once I am finished with this cylinder, I'll do that for the spinning thing
Hmm.
because it's already scaled in like I don't know whatever number. And you can't like scale if you're assembling stuff, right?
I think once it's in the assembly,
Uh,
or scale it by breaking the link so that it's no longer referencing the original file.
your voice is
Uh,
cracking. Man.
but in the solid menu, you can do a scale and do like a uniform scale under what is it under modify, I think. Yeah.
That only, but it doesn't seem to work in assembly. Like when I go in here, this is like assembly file. Yeah, yeah. This this symbol resembles assembly, and
Hmm.
when I go to scale some parts in here, like when I click on modify and scale, I get to see entities, but there nothing can be selected here. So
Um, yeah, so I think that's where like it's referencing the original file. So it either has to be scaled in the original file, or you have to do on your all your bodies how they got the little chain link on them. If you right click them and say break link, it'll make it so that it's not referencing the original file anymore, and then it's like a new version of it in this file. But if you scale it in the original file and then update your references in this one, they should
mm,
change the scale.
yeah, yeah, that's what I did. Like I measured. Wait a second. I measured this cylinders, this outer edge, because the other part has to fit on top of the cylinder. I measured this outer
Mhm.
edge in like this, and I went to the spinning thing and I changed the scale there. But because it was in centimeters, it became that this. I was doing this for thought. It takes a lot of time though. Oh, it went back to being small. And yeah, what's up with your that bot you're doing?
I'm trying to. They extended the deadline on the thing that, like, competition I was doing by a
Mm-hmm.
week, so I'm trying to get it at least uh, driving and doing some slam by in the next 4 days, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna start once I have it actually working. Then I'll start welding up the frame for it and making it actually look cool.
Nice. You know, when I saw your CAD model, I thought it's gonna be like how computer mouses are.
Oh yeah, like with a like downward facing sensor and
No,
or
like
just
the
to
whole
kind of like
thing,
look.
the whole thing. I thought it looked like a computer mouse, right?
uh, Yeah, I figured that was a good shape to start with.
Mm. I thought you were gonna create a small bot, but when I saw the wheels, then I got to know that it's a big one.
Yeah, well then it got even bigger because the batteries I planned on using were kind of forced a larger scale than I had intended.
Mm-hmm.
I was originally planning on it being like, I don't know, about the size of like kind of like a little bit bigger than like a Roomba, but then it had to be more like a lawnmower.
Oh. So this is that,
Yeah, so like that file that you had where it did the conversion wrong and you just had kind of parts of those holes and the two ends of the tube, like that would be plenty to get a sketch off of, or a sketch reference, and just rebuild the part from scratch. And you could always scale that um, mesh body first also so that all your sketch dimensions match.
well, I will try to do that for like this type of things,
Hmm.
maybe.
Yeah, and like
Or it, uh,
that part would be really easy to do and basically
hmm.
like two sketches
Yeah, one to
because you
create the
could,
bottom one to extrude, and one to like one sketch to like create the top one.
yeah, because you could get the kind of all of those holes and that uh, bigger hole with the shoulder in it, extrude it all as one shape, and then
Hmm.
do one sketch from the side to get the two holes going the other direction
Oh
and also
yeah,
get that radius.
yeah. Do it all night today. Complete this. I'll definitely use the thing that you said, like to use the mid plane.
Yeah, getting an intersection of the part is a lot of the time super helpful, and even if you don't do a mid plane, um, doing an offset plane like you're saying, you can
Mm-hmm.
do the same thing, and just if you want to get a profile out of it at a different height to get specific geometry.
Mm-hmm. Um, so this is how you do it, right? Like, let me try. You create a construction, but I don't know if we can select it. Plane will be. No, it doesn't recognize this. We'll just go in here.
Yeah, you probably have to do the mesh conversion first so that it gives you geometry you can select.
Mm, let's try it in here. Um,
Yeah, in fact, if you wanted to share that part with me, I could just go through it really quick and show you the way I approach it.
which part would you like the whole part or?
I was thinking that that one that you just barely had open, that was the kind of box with various holes in it.
Uh, yes.
Right now, I still see cylinder, but it might update in a sec. I kind of think it's lagging behind your
Yeah.
voice a bit.
This one.
Right now, I still see your do or die file with just the gray cylinder open. There we
Why?
go. Yeah, that one.
Damn, it's too slow, my internet or something. Yeah, this is the one you want, right?
Yeah.
Let me save it as a mesh. Do I save it on HTL or 3MF?
I usually do 3MFs because 3MFs will retain the units instead of having to
Mm-hmm.
select the unit. Like they just save the unit in the metadata.
I'm
So
gonna.
then it doesn't matter if it's like inches or centimeters or millimeters or whatever, like the 3MF will just know.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send you it in here.
Okay.
I sent it.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it in this file. Okay, so if I insert that mesh, sure, sounds good. Okay. I'm gonna do prismatic just because probably need to generate phase groups first.
Yeah, yeah.
I I kind of hate all of Fusion's the way it works with meshes, although it has gotten a lot better than it used to be.
Mhm.
I'll try faceted first and see what it does. Sure, good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Okay, so then I would probably start with I'll make an offset plane, put it up here. Oh yeah, to object, not to distance. That one
Expanded.
actually worked. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
So then I'll just project like a couple straight lines that I can reference. As well as a couple points off of this radius. Actually, I'm gonna do just, oops, go away, kittens. I've got kittens trying to fight on my mouth hand.
Can you show me the project option? Like where is it in the sketch create menu?
Oh yeah, I just hit, I just hit P, but it's in create.
Oh, okay.
Project includes. So if you
Oh,
do, if you just hit P, it gives you the default project. If you want the intersection that I did earlier, then you have to actually come in and click it because there's no hotkey.
mm-hmm.
But
Intersection
just
copies every like thing that's in between the plane, right?
yeah, and so the normal project will do anything that is like, it'll just kind of like, well, project it straight onto your plane from
Oh,
whatever angle. And then intersection will actually get anything that's passing through your sketch. So
mm-hmm.
like since um, I'm pretty sure if I do try to do an intersect, since my since the part isn't actually in my plane, if I try to do an intersect, I get nothing. But if I had like set my um, in fact, if I do another offset plane from here and go, oops. Oh, actually, I'm going to scale this thing first so it's easier dimensions to work with. In fact, I'm going to go all the way back, scale it before I even converted it. Actually. So if I inspect from like here to here, and it's 0.108 millimeters, I'm going to scale it. Let's say 10 times as big. Uh, actually, I'll do 100 times bigger because it's so little. And the thing being 10 millimeters long is honestly probably still not the correct scale.
Yeah, I mean it's probably 10 centimeters long if we
Yeah,
like look at the arm. Mm.
yeah. So now that it'll be an easier dimension to work with.
Mm.
Um, Now I'll do, well, I guess it ended up scaling so that that's right on the origin. So I'll do a sketch. Oh, I forgot. That's what originally started this. I was going to show you. So if I did uh, a plane 1 millimeter down and create a sketch on there. Now, if I do a project and then an intersect on that body and then hide it,
Creates
then I
points.
get,
Yeah.
yeah, then I get all of those. And what I'd still usually do is highlight everything hit X to make them all construction lines so that I'm not dealing with like these weird facets. And then I would
Oh,
go in and draw my own straight lines first.
and then the curve lines after that. Nice.
Yeah. And then also usually only draw, let's see, because like you get weird stuff where you're kind of trying to guess where things are supposed to start and end.
Mhm.
So the other thing I'm actually going to do, let's see, I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to draw some lines, but I'm not going to, I'm going to draw them off of it first so that they're not actually constrained to it.
Mhm.
And then, okay, so those should be 5 millimeters apart. These should be, I'm going to say 40 millimeters apart. So I'm going to give myself basically a reference origin to kind of work from. You know, midpoint that and make it horizontal, vertical. These should be 20 since I measured 40. And then I'll call that 95.3. I'm going to say this one is coincident with this point. This one will
Coincident
be
mean
coincident.
like you lock it with the other thing.
Yeah, so it means that basically this point, if I say it's coincident with this line, it has to land on this line somewhere.
Oh,
Um, but if I said like this point, because right now this point is still not constrained, so I can change the distance. But if I said it was coincident with this point, then now it can't move because it's stuck to there. But now that I know that like these should be basically 40, I can say this is 40 long. Um, these two should be 5 millimeters. This is the other thing that is, I think they broke in one of the more recent updates. Like this is a fully unconstrained line, other than it's parallel. It's got a parallel constraint to this line.
oh,
So I should be able to say that these are, let's see. Oh, actually, I think that's what's happening. It's not parallel to that line, it's parallel to something else. It should have a horizontal vertical constraint on it. So I should be able to say those are 5 millimeters apart. And then the full length of this part is 107.7 basically. And then I'll also make one more line going from the midpoint of this one to the midpoint of this one. And I'll say that that is, oh, I've broken something. What are you? There we go. Now they'll actually be centered. 5 millimeters, 107.7. Did I read that right? That feels short. Oh, that's right. Okay. And then you can do things like, I'll just say, just to make sure everything matches, I'll say mirror this around this, mirror this around this. And then we can do like the line from here to here, which that's why I was saying the distance seemed wrong, but I think it's, oops. I wonder if that, I wonder if this hole isn't actually centered in this. So that's 5.4. Ah, they're not centered. So this cannot exist because that's not a centered thing. So I'll actually define this instead as 7. And then you can do, since like these aren't defined as circles, I can say like a 3-point circle, or I'll probably do a 3 tangent circle on here, here, and here. And I keep forgetting.
I just like eyeballed the thing when I created it in that spinning thing.
Mhm. Yeah, so I'll
Uh,
just go through and make all these circles really quick. And like a lot of it, this is a lot of the kind of stuff that you end up doing if you're doing any sort of like reverse engineering of like a product, or like working from like a 3D scan where you're kind of just trying to make kind of like best guesses as to how it's supposed to work so that you can kind of pull the right shape out of bad data. Okay. And then let's get this shape over here also. So we've got those two, and then I'm going to do a 3-point arc. And I'm going to purposely make it wrong first. But then for this, like, it should be tangent to this side, and it should be tangent to this side. And then if you can either just kind of eyeball this and then inspect it, and it says diameter.
read the step that you did this just now.
Yeah. So I'll just delete that. So I did
Yeah.
an arc, and I did a
Yeah.
3-point arc. And then I specifically selected it on these 2 lines because that'll add a coincident node by default, or coincident constraint. But you can actually do it without the constraint. Like I could just say like a 3-point arc here, and then say I want this one to be coincident with that, and I want this one to be coincident with this.
Mm.
So now it'll always be stuck on that line. But then since this arc like rolls kind of smoothly into that, you also know that it's going to be a tangent. So you can add a tangent constraint so that the surface of the circle will like share space with that line, and then add another tangent constraint on the other end. So now you have an arc that's both coincident and tangent to that. And if you get it kind of close and then hit I for inspect, you can inspect it and say, okay, it's got a radius of 10, a diameter of 20. Like those are both close enough that it's almost definitely that. So then you can hit D to give it a dimension, and say that is a 10 millimeter radius arc.
I
And then
always
do the
did
same.
is just fillet it. Like I didn't know arc was as helpful. I just filleted it.
Yeah, you can also do that. That's all. The fillet, this just kind of, in some situations, gives you a little bit more control because the fillet,
Mm.
that's all it's doing is making an arc for you.
Mm.
Uh, and like, because if you do the fillet, it'll also like get rid of these corners for you, so you don't have
Mm.
to come in and like do a trim afterwards.
Mhm. Yeah.
But in fact, I
This
will just
arc
do a
thing gives
fillet.
you more flexibility, right?
Sorry, what'd you say?
The arc, using the arc gives you more flexibility, right?
Yeah, because then you can like define what things you want your constraints applied to, and let's see, tweak that. And then when I did that, it broke what constraints? It broke a couple constraints. So this lost its horizontal vertical, this lost its horizontal vertical. So yeah, you can do it with fillets or arcs. And in fact, I'll just do all of them with a fillet, but go through and say all of these are 2,
No, it's simple. Like just fillet.
all of these are 10. Okay, and then figure out kind of what it broke. So I know before it broke my horizontal vertical on both of those. And then what else got broken? This is still supposed to be on my midpoint. This should be horizontal and should be collinear with that. This should be collinear with this. That should be collinear. I broke all sorts of stuff. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so now that everything is fully constrained,
We can extrude or flash pull.
I'll extrude that. And since I made
If
my
I, yeah,
yeah, since I made my sketch 1 millimeter in, we'll say go to here for that one. Yeah, I'll do that. The other thing that can be helpful sometimes when you're doing stuff like that is, I don't know if you've used, um, what's the word? Section analysis at all.
I haven't.
So, so if I were to say, sure, -55, um, before I do that, in fact, delete. If before I did that extrude, I just wanted to be able to like see better what I'm doing. Um, so I'll do a offset plane. Oops, if I can type. I'll do inspect section analysis. We'll flip it.
So this is how they like make us look through the parts in
Yeah,
images and stuff. Um,
yeah. And so then when I'm doing that, um, this part, I could see kind of better right where I am in it. Or if you're trying to line up with some internal geometry, that can help a lot.
but this could have
And
been
then you
so
can,
helpful yesterday. Like, damn.
yeah. And so then if I, let's see, let's actually do a mid plane between here and here. Create another sketch. And I'm gonna hide.
Sorry.
So this is, since I'm doing it from this end, I can see that these holes that go all the way through should be aligned. I'm gonna just turn on my construction first. So if I project these, oops, into my new sketch, and I try to get like
Tangents.
3 points kind of far apart so that it kind of lessens your error because you're kind of lets you average it more. Yeah, then I can do circle, 3 tangent. In fact, let's just hide this. And then I will turn this body back on, extrude these symmetrically to just blast through it. And then, let's see, big holes on this side. Extrude both of these ones this way. Extrude this one this way. Oh, and I bet those holes don't go all the way through. I didn't notice that before, so they do not.
Get an offset plane from that, yeah, that face and then see, right?
So what I did is if I just inspect her.
Oh yeah, we can just
So
get.
okay, so that's a 10
Got it.
millimeter deep hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then I'll go back to my original extrude, and I just do, won't do the holes. I'll do just the main body shape. Well, I guess do. Oops, I do want that. I guess none of the holes go all the way through. So yeah. And then I'll do a second extrude on just the holes and use them to
Through
cut
then
cut 10,
and
10 millimeters in,
hmm.
which since I did that, that one can go there. This one will go 9. Okay. So then a mouse or a cat just ran across my hand while I was trying to rotate the model. Okay, so that one's also 10 millimeters. Oops. That's only 5 millimeters thick. So I'm gonna build that bottom really quick. Oops. I keep hiding the wrong one. Okay. Yep. Do the same type of thing. Project these. And the other thing that I try to do, so like instead of, or part of the reason I try to like kind of redraw a lot of the geometry instead of just using the projections is um, it helps not get like um, weird measurements on things that end up being just a little bit off, which will end up screwing you sometimes if you um, want, if you're like trying to make something symmetrical. Let's see, I forgot to make those. So like I'm going to do a slot. Well, no, I'll do a rectangle. I lied. I'm not even going to do a rectangle. Uh, I'm being indecisive. I don't know if you know when you're doing like a line command, if you um, click a point and then start dragging it, it'll make a radius for you.
I don't. That I did it by accident one time,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to know that.
Okay. And then I was going to say all of these are equal. This is equal. This is equal. And then I'm going to say the midpoint of this. Oh, I get my original, the line from my actual shape projected in. So I can say that should be centered instead of actually using these or doing any constraints off of those. But then that should be 10.3. And then this should be, oops, 45. And that's 1. Okay, and then the last thing is, what is this radius? 2. And then like this, I'm gonna kind of do the same thing because the mesh might not be perfectly in line, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks like those holes should probably all be in a straight line. So now I'm gonna do these circles not as tangents, but drop a line between them that is horizontal and make sure that they're all coincident on it. Also make them all the same size. And then just to get their placement in this direction, I will make them tangent to just one of these. And then I'll mirror all 3 of them across this line that I already know is centered on my part since it's, oops, I want that as my mirror line. And then make one more circle that is tangent to this. And I should have mirrored my line over also, but so then I'll just say that that line up here is coincident with that circle, and that circle is equal to these circles, and then everything is constrained.
And
Oh,
the amount of
except,
constraints you use is good. I mean, I what I end up doing is just create a line from like a straight line from the top of the circle uh, in the horizontal and vertical, and then I just try to like get the distance from each of them and then try to
Mhm.
create them in the other side.
Is there? No, I didn't
Constraints are
miss a
good.
hole. Yeah, and then I can say, let's see, -5, join, and did I miss a hole? Oh, there's a hole there that goes all the way through. So that one actually, I'll just take it out of my 10 millimeter one and reselect it in my original extrude. Okay, and then I think all that's really left is creating this kind of box shape right here,
And the
which
downside, right?
uh, which since this hole goes all the way through it, I probably should have really done that first, but it doesn't matter. I can either do a second extrude or just move that. But we'll do an offset plane right there. Oh, flip my section analysis to go the other way. I just wanted to make sure that my offset looked like it was ending up in the right spot, and it does. So do a sketch on there, project in. I'm going to project in this surface, these holes. In fact, I'm only going to do one of those holes so I can make sure they're symmetric. Okay. I'll do tangent. Oops, I did a 2 tangent circle instead of a 3. Tangent circle there, tangent circle there. That looks like it. In fact, I'm going to actually tangent it to this surface. And I think it should be correct, but then that makes sure that that like drill hole doesn't end up being in the wrong spot. And is this. So this is one of those things where like trusting the mesh made it so that that circle wasn't actually centered. It's really close to center, but not quite. So I'm going to delete that. Delete, not D. And then we'll just make sure that that's actually centered. Tangent to here and tangent to here, and then that'll be close enough. And then I'll mirror this one. Oops. Mirror this one around this line. And then the only other thing we really need is that radius here. I'll just extrude that to there, join it, and then fix that hole that I forgot about.
There are like two holes there. Hmm.
And then, let's see. I was going to move it to see. Okay, so that hole doesn't go all the way through. Which extrude was that? That was this one.
Oh, okay. Close the. Huh.
Okay, and then I'll do one more
I was doing this for thought.
to make that hole not
It takes a lot
go.
of time though. Well, the first 2 point circle has it's less hassle, I guess.
Okay, and then the last thing I would do, just to make it easier when you're importing it into other files, is I'll either do like an align, or I'll move it and do a, let's see, well, two different things. I'm gonna make this into a component, and then I'm gonna move it from point to point, actually point to position, if it'll let me. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, I'll do an align instead. Well, let me align it with the origin. And that just puts it in like, no. Let me, I guess it doesn't really matter which one I use, but that at least let, and like you could select whatever point you want to be the main kind of origin point that you want to import as or rotate around. That way, just like when you import your parts, it doesn't come in at some weird unknown place.
Mhm. Damn, the part's done.
Let's see.
So like within what? Mm, when did I gave you the part?
Uh, it took just
It's been
under an hour.
40 minutes. 40 minutes. It's been
Mhm.
40.
But yeah, did you have any questions or anything, or I should probably get
Mm,
off and go like feed my cats and do breakfast and stuff.
yeah, I also have to have dinner. Right? Ah, hello. I'll make this part like the whole thing within this night today.
Cool. Yeah, and you should be able to, since I saved it out as a fusion file, you should be able to have all the history and everything come in with it.
Mm, let's open it. Nah, it will open in a uh, default editor, the default 3D viewer. Or no. Oh, nice.
I don't know why that one face on the bottom looks like that, but I don't know.
Pretty nice. It's like exactly the same. Yeah, I can see all the things too. So,
Yeah, that's kind of the process that I had to do for on my robot. I 3D scanned um, some hoverboard motors
oh,
to add into the robot. Um, let's see, where did I put those? Go back in the file. Let's see, is it this one? Yeah, so I hide all the other bodies. This is what after like simplifying and importing the scan, they looked like this. And I had to CAD
my
from
PC
that.
will just die.
What'd you say?
It will just die like you just loading it in.
Oh yeah. It definitely struggled for a second when it was trying to import
Good.
that. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off, but good luck.
Yeah. Thanks for all the masterclass you did.
No problem.
Yep. I'll just go eat right now and then come back.